Dwight Howard. You know, last spring when Disney opened its new Star Wars ride, they bragged that it was like 40 different rides. Every time you would ride it, did something different. Guess what? Every time Dwight talks, it is something different.
I changed my mind, Larry.
Change your mind?
Yeah, I changed my mind.
Mine again.
Dwight Howard, how can we count the ways? And we've talked so many. I think, again, we all can come to the consensus that he really, truly doesn't quite know what he wants. No. Since we've been on the air, hour and a half now, it has changed yet again. Da, what's the latest on this?
Apparently, he's not opting out now. He's not going to opt out.
He's not going to opt in.
Not going to opt in.
He's not going to opt in.
Yeah.
Right. See, they even got you confused, right?
No. So he's not going to not opt out.
That's hard to do.
It means he's going to opt in. So
this is crazy.
So what that means is that he apparently, the story, ESPN's reporting that he has told them he will not agree to waive his opt-out clause, which means that he'll still have it at the end of the season, which means he can become a free agent on July 1st, which puts us right back where we were 24 hours ago, with the Magic having to decide whether they're going to play this out, roll the dice, as Dwight says. They're not going to roll the dice. That's not going to happen. If he is not going to commit to them past this season, then they say they are going to look at all of the options that are there to improve their team, which means that they're going to try to trade him.
Well, how many options do they have when first he was just L.A. and Brooklyn, and then talking about the Nets.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we all look at this situation. If him and Darren Williams play it all the way out, it looked like we'll go to Dallas.
Right.
So with that being said, which team, I know Golden State mentioned maybe a few weeks ago, they would take that chance and rent him for the rest of the year. So is it tougher for Orlando knowing that there's not many assets at the two teams he wants to go to?
Well, because here's why it's hard. Because New Jersey doesn't have to do anything.
Right, they can get him at the end of the year.
July 1st, they're going to have a chance to get him. So if they want to gamble against Dallas, let's say, if they feel like Dallas is the only other team that really can make a run at this guy, then, you know, they don't have to do anything. They don't have to make a trade for him now. They can wait. And it'll be to their advantage to wait, because then he will have more and better assets on the Nets if he goes to the Nets, you know, in July. So that's where it's difficult for Orlando, even though they may want to trade him now. Teams now know he's probably not going to be there July 1st. Why should we do what the Knicks did for Carmelo, which is gut our team, give up half of our team for a guy that's going to be available in about 3 minutes?
So really, and that's a great point. Yeah. We've now come full circle to where instead of being concerned if he will be traded, it has now gone so far down the pike that it is a point that why trade for him anyway?
Yeah, I think that's where people are. I think it's where a lot of the teams are right now, because they know that what he has given, because he's given no indication that he's going to stay, and now he's apparently decided not to opt in, that, you know, the chances are he's going to walk on July 1st. So if I'm a team that has room and is one of those teams that's favored to get him, I'm not going to give 4 players to Orlando that will be helpful with Dwight next season.